Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Trisha, Creativemind Creations, and we're going to be doing some more work on this paper mache house. And today I figured that I would start decorating it because I pretty much think I'm done with adding construction to it. Okay, so first I'm going to paint inside the windowsills. Just paint around, even though you're not going to see the outside part of it, but it's possible you're going to see the inside because I'm going to be putting in paper in there to cover the walls. And because the windows, the inside of the window is going to look like this, and not going to have any color, and you can see all the way, all the way through it, that you're going to see that brown. And I don't want to want that to be showing, so I'm going to paint all around the inside of the windows and the door, possibly. Well, no, I'm probably gonna do the door, but yeah, I'm going to do the all around the windows. And then today we're going to start adding on siding. Now, my thing with this is that I'm already to the point that I'm tired of working on this, but I got a bigger house that I got to do, so I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and do it like I wanted to, because if I start changing my mind and not doing as elaborate as I wanted to, then no telling what I'm going to feel like when it comes time to working on the bigger house. So I'm going to go ahead and finish it, do it like I planned. I'm going to get a scrap piece of paper and pour out some paint here, and I just got it all over my desk. So, and we're going to start painting around the windows. And it doesn't have to be perfect, especially inside, because again, we're not going to be, you're not going to see it. And also what I'm thinking about doing also, guys, is I'm going to make a mini album, put in here or something, because this is Christmas. This is gonna be Christmas theme. But yeah, I was really close to just grabbing some paper and just covering it and just foregoing the part where I wanted to make it look realistic. So I said, no, I'm going to stick to my plan and just do it like I want to, because I got a bigger house that I got to do. And yeah, so the reason I'm doing it this, working on it this way, on this little one, is because I'm most likely we're going to do the same things on the big one. So this is kind of like trial and error. On the construction part and decorating and all things like that. So and then again, I might be trying something different on the other house. But anyway, this gives me an idea of what will work and what won't, or how the process should go when doing something like this. And also just to give you guys an idea, because like I said, I've been on Pinterest, YouTube, and Google, and I was going through and getting some ideas, and I just wanted to do it. I mean, it was some pretty houses, it was cute and all that, but it wasn't. I want to make it look dollhouse-ish, like a dollhouse. I'm not gonna have furniture and little dolls in here and things like that. I just wanted to look like, that's weird. It's a miniature real house, like a dollhouse. I think on the big one though, I will be getting some miniature dollhouse accessories, as far as construction of it and everything. Because they have things like you can put on shingles and things like that, and they have different things of paper where you can use as wallpaper on the inside. So that is what my plans on the bigger house. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, because I'm just, no, but I'm gonna go in here because it's paint gobbed up and stuff. I'm gonna get that out. So yeah. Oh, and guys, like I said, when this dried, now it's sturdy. It's not, you know, because like I said, remember how I just put the glue in there just to hold it in place, and now that the paper is and the glue is dry, it's stiff now. So yeah, I'm just going to finish painting this, and I'm going to speed the camera up and just paint this, so you don't have to stand here and watch me do this part. Okay, done with that. So now I'm going to start putting on some siding, and what I did is I cut some cream colored cardstock in strips, just one 8.5 by 11 sheet. And I did this on the house I was working on. It was actually a dollhouse that I made out of foam core for my grandkids. It's up on my loft now. I still haven't finished it. I still got to put siding on it, and I don't know if I showed that or not. Probably didn't. But yeah. So I'm gonna be putting, like, literally putting something. I'm not gonna make y'all make y'all sit through the whole thing of me doing that either. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do this. So what I'm going to need is trying to think if I should use Mod Podge or this Turbo Tacky glue. I think I'm gonna use the Turbo Tacky for right now. I'm gonna need my paintbrush again. And I think when I was doing this on the big dollhouse that I was working on, and I gotta finish, cause my granddaughter, she comes out here, the one that crafts with me, she comes out here and she'll see what they call, Granny, you finished the dollhouse? And she can tell by the way it's sitting up there, that's got partial siding on it that's not done, but she asks me every time. But anyway, so I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be putting this on, and it's gonna be on here, and it's gonna be this gonna. I probably need to cut the lengths of this first, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut these to length first. And I'm going to start at the back, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to put these on. Next, when I cut these strips, I will be making sure that they are already cut to length, and then cut them in strips, because this is already a pain in the butt. So I'm just going to cut a few. I'm going to show you how it's going to go. I'm going to be putting it on the house. To make it look like siding. And what I was doing this in the dollhouse is I did slightly, I cut them in strip, but then they got a fold in them. So it is slightly different from what I did on that, but pretty much the same. I'd use paper like this. I use cardstock, and I think I used the same color. Okay, so I'm going to see. I'm gonna see if I can get this to go quick. I'm just gonna spread some out. Get the paintbrush. Okay. Just kind of get it out. I'm trying to get these on here pretty quick. I'm gonna start at the very bottom. Like flush with the bottom of the house. And then we're going to get the next piece, and then we're going to go halfway up that one and lay that one down. Then the next one, and just lay it halfway across the previous piece. I'll put it down, or probably not even halfway, but 3/4 of the way down. Or I mean a quarter down. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't cover it completely. Add some more. And I'll make sure I'm not getting it on the pieces I already laid down. It's just a thin piece just to hold it in place. Cover probably like an 1/8 of an inch of it. Just easily lay it across there. Next piece, about 1/8 of an inch. There. Try to get it straight. See, I need to cut this down some. Let's see how that looks like siding. Okay, so guys, I'm not gonna make y'all watch me do all this. I'm going to go ahead and finish this off camera, and then I'll be back. So we'll see what it looks when I come back. Okay, I'm back, guys, for a brief moment to show you how far I've gotten. Okay, so this is the back of the house. Again, does kind of look like siding, don't it? I don't know if I can see it at an angle. And then I went around the side, and what I did here is that the bottom, because this little part that's coming up from the base, I had to cut one of my 1/4 inch strips in half, and then I started at the bottom, and then I went, I went around. Whatever I put on the back, I lined it up with this on the side. And so what I did is, when I got that first piece down, I colored that as one. That piece I cut in half. And then I counted up from there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to the bottom of the window, and so I put 4 pieces across the bottom. So it's a total of 5 pieces across the bottom. And then again, I went up the next foot to the window. Leave from there. I think it was like 7 or 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I cut 8 pieces. The width of between the window and the back of the house, the width between the 2 windows, and the width between the front of the house. And so I went up 8 pieces. I cut those, and then so on and so on. I went this next piece right here. I went up 4 spaces. I counted and on until I got to the top. Now I'm on to the front. Now, guys, I want to thank you, because again, I'm doing this as I go, and so when I do the next house, this is like trial and error, so I know what to, what steps to take when I make the next one. And so what I should have did is went ahead and painted the white under here, which I did. I went ahead and painted this white under here because I needed to put pieces down under here. I got to the front of the house. I mean, I pretty much did the same thing on the front of the house I did on the side, but because these posts were in the way, I had to put those in a little bit differently, but pretty much follow the same rule as I did on the side. So, but like I said, because I had to, I wanted to cut, I didn't want any brown showing, which I still got to do some touch up because I didn't let it dry or rubbed off or something. I scraped with my nails or the paintbrush what I was painting with, putting glue in there. It kind of scraped off a little bit of the white in there. So just going to do a little touch up or something. But anyway, I went ahead and painted this white under here. I'm not gonna put anything on here. I'm just gonna leave that white the way it is. Now I decided that I'm gonna have a gray roof, so I'm gonna use this gray cardstock, cut in some kind of shingles kind of way to put this on top of the house, and I'm also gonna put it here on top of this right here. So I wanted to come back and go ahead and show you that I need to go ahead and go ahead and paint this part gray, like right up against in the little cracks in here, because I don't want any, again, I don't want the brown paper mache showing in there. So I'm going to go ahead and probably paint the edges of this gray. I don't have to pretty much, I'll paint this gray because I'm going to be covering with the cardstock, and I'm going to paint right up into the fold there, the crack there, so that there would be no brown showing in between the yellow siding and the gray roof. So this is some gray paint that I got, and it's probably not the exact same color. It doesn't need to be, as long as it's gray. It's close enough. Let me clean this glue off my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and paint some gray on here. Clean my brush. And what I usually do is I like to shake it up so I can get some paint in the lid, and I paint from the lid. I don't like, sometimes, depending on what I'm painting, I'm particular about how I paint. So I'm going to go ahead and just paint across here and pull it up there because I don't want that. I don't mind if I get it on this side, but I don't get it on that white under there. I'll probably have to do some touch up again anyway. But the edge of this is going to be gray. And I was thinking black, but then I said no, that's too dark for the yellow siding. So I decided to go ahead and I found some gray cardstock, and I was going to do that. Yeah, I got some gray under there, but I'm just going to go ahead and touch that up under there anyway when I get finished putting the siding on. And I want to get this side over here. Alright, and so now I got that. So now, doesn't matter if I get out of the house or not. I just want to get down in this crack because I don't want any of the brown showing when I put on the siding and the shingles on the roof here. Okay, and that is that. I want to have plenty of the post too, guys. So I got as far as the front part of the house below the covering on the porch right here, and I just cut a triangle piece of the yellow right in there. I just put a yellow piece in there, and I'm going to show you what the door looks like on there. I think I'm done with this spray paint. I'm going to put this up real quick. And so this is the door, and it's going to cover all that up. And so that's what that's going to look like. Isn't that neat? I'm going to put some windows on so I can see what it looks like, what it's going to look like when I get the windows and doors and stuff on. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to cover the corners of the house. And let's see. Another window there. It's not all straight, but that's the front of the house. See? Looking like a dollhouse, ain't it? Okay. So I'm going to finish putting the siding on the house. Basically, I'm going to come back. I'll probably come back. You know what? I'll probably just go ahead and show you how I'm doing this now on the front part of the house. I probably need to put another coat of the, no, it's good. As long as none of the brown is showing. I don't need to put another coat. Okay, so well, I guess I explained it to you, but I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing here as far as the house, when I get around the windows. Okay, so again, because it stopped right here and right here, I'm going to cut another piece in half. Just got this side to do. I was going to just come back and show you how I'm going to do this side, how I did the windows, but because of my windows ahead right here, I'm going to show you how I did it. So this is one of the pieces of the 1/4 inch strips that I cut in half, and I'm just going to take this, I'm going to measure it right at the bottom from this corner here all the way to the edge. And it doesn't have to be all perfect on the end because it's going to be covered up anyway. And I'm going to show y'all when I get to that part how that's going to work. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece. Go ahead and put another piece up. Go ahead and put a piece on this side. And I'm going to cut that to length. What I do is I just take my finger and I kind of like bend it and put my with my nail. So I put them right there and then I know where to cut. Alright, so then I'll get my paintbrush, clean this paint off. There's a set my glue up. And so what I'm going to do, oops, I dropped it. Oh, let me get that piece of it. Dropped it. I'm having problems picking through the strips of paper, people. Okay. Alright, so let me clean my glue off. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and I'm going to just get it right up against the house. Neck crack, and then I'm going to just put this in there. Nope, wrong piece. Put that right in there like so. Sometimes it's my bone folder. Get over just a little bit. I'm going to put it flush with the top of the there. I'm going to hold it on in some areas until it, a few seconds. Okay. And that's the first part in there. Okay, now because I got this rise right here in the roof, I'm going to have to start shaping this. Okay, so now again, what I'm going to do, because I'm like right here now, and don't count up from this one, so I'm going to need just one piece here, and basically I'm just going to need one piece here to overlap that one. I'm going to go right below the window. Don't go over the window. I did that. I'm going to pay attention on here because the side didn't cover no parts of the window. I set right here on this side. I didn't realize till after I put it on. So all I did is that I just snipped it right here, and I just got some glue and I just folded it under. So you can see it's folded under right there inside the window. But basically what I was doing is that I was making sure that it was clearing the windows like right at the flush of the windows opening. Okay, so I'm going to cut this at an angle to fit in with the roof. I'm gonna cut it. Make sure, see if I cut it enough. And I didn't cut that piece, and I should have. And so what I'm going to do, that little piece I just cut off, I'm going to stick it in there, see if it'll fit in there, because I don't like that. Let's see. I'm going to try using this knife. Let's see if I can get this in there, because I don't want that gray showing on the house. So I'm going to put that right there. Yep, look at all. So I'm going to kind of move it out of the way. Put a little dab of glue in there, and then put it right back. Because I forgot to cut that at a slant. There. I'm going to hold that up to show you guys. Okay, so that's what I did. Y'all can see that right in there. Let me see. Right there. Alright, now I'm going to put this piece that I cut at a slant to go around the roof. Now for some reason it's not working. I gotta turn the right way. I'm gonna turn around towards me so I can see what I'm looking at. Okay, I need to cut it again because I need to cut it more of a slant. More at an angle. Up flush to the house. Cool. Okay, so now I got it there. I'm gonna make sure I'm right below the window, and I'm going to come out, and I'm going to mark with my fingernail here where to cut it. And then I'm just gonna put on a little bit of glue in that area. I always get my paintbrush to spread it out. And then I'm going to put that on. And again, it's gonna be overlapping the previous one that you put on there, but right below the window. I think I need to lift it up a little bit. It's not getting glue under there. Close to the right here. Yeah, it didn't. I'll put some glue under there. Spread it out a little bit. Get my bone folder. And that is how that. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side too, because I'm going to have to move across when and you know, because I didn't glue that down yet, I'm going to get another piece, and I'm going to cut this in half because I want that other piece. I don't have to cut another triangle piece and put in there because I didn't angle it. That's probably long enough. Alright, so now I'm going to, so with this, I'll show you how you can do it. You can put in there, go all the way up to the window, the roof, I'm sorry, and kind of like use your finger or bone folder, and crease it where it's supposed to go, then you know where to cut that slant. And now I'm going to fit it in there, push it all the way up till it is where it's supposed to be. Then come back here, and I'm going to crease that with my fingernail so I know to cut it. And there. Okay. So now I'm going to put a little thing of glue in there, paintbrush. all the way up to the top of that porch covering. My bone tool, bone folder. I'm just going to hold it down for a few seconds. Crease it in there. That. Now again, I'm going to go and get, these are pieces that I've cut off when I was doing the back. So you want to keep these pieces because you're going to, because I cut it the 8.5 inch width. So when I cut these off, I had pieces left. So whatever these pieces are left, the short pieces right here, I use these to cut, to fill in the between the windows and, you know, the smaller sections. So whatever you cut off, keep. Alright, so I'm going to use a short piece. And I'm going to, again, cut this at an angle. Make sure it's at a deep angle. And I think I cut that pretty good, but now it's too short over here, so I didn't get a long enough piece. Let's see. Alright. So let's try this piece. Let's see if it's longer. Again, I'm going to try that again. Cutting it at a deep angle. See if this piece is long enough to fit. Like I said, it doesn't have to come all the way to the end, but that was just too much of a gap. Again, I'm going to make sure I cover the top part of that piece I already put down. And that goes and is right up below the window. So now I'm going to get my glue. Now this is the only time I did it putting a little bit of glue at a time, and every time I put out it takes more time than, let me see if I got the right piece. This piece takes more time than the side that I did when I start showing y'all the back. And I don't think I got the right side. I don't think I got the right piece, did I? Okay, that's good. But it's not below the window. There. And that piece is in there. Now, I'm going to show y'all how I go from between the two windows. Now, let's not show you. This is not perfect, of course, guys. It don't have to be perfect, but close. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a long piece. Nope. A short piece I already cut. And you know what? I'm going to, because this piece is good, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first cut this between the width of this between these two windows. This is how I did it. I cut the width of it, and like I said, it doesn't have to be all the way to the edge because the window's going to be covered in it anyway. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingernail to mark where I need to cut this down, because I need to, well, I'm going to use my Exacto. I'm going to put a little mark right there. Actually, I'm going to go up like that and down like that, so we can get that to slide down over that. So I'm going to get my scissors. I marked it with my Exacto. I'm going to go up here and up that way and see if y'all can see. I think I cut that right. And see if that goes over it. Yep, and cut a little bit more. See? And then let's flip it over. perfect. And so goes going right across there. So now I'm going to get my glue. Paintbrush. I don't like to put it together, I always like to smooth it out. And then I'm going to put this and make sure, again, it overlaps the previous piece that you put down. Just a little bit. I'm going to hold it there for a few seconds. And there we have it. I can see that. Now, again, now I'm going to count up from the side where it starts going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to cut 6 small pieces from the bottom of this to the top of this window. And again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of my short pieces and I'm going to measure from here to here, go with my nail, and I'm going to cut 6 pieces of that width. Pieces. Let's see if this is a piece that's the same width. That might work. 4. 5. 6. Okay. Now before I was just putting I was putting a whole bunch of strips together, lining up on one end and then cutting them that way. So I won't do all the cutting. I just cut one time. So this is how I did this. So I'm going to put these on to make sure they'll fit good though. Alright, so again with the glue. And this is how this, I mean, in this process, when it got to this part, you know, on the side, it was pretty easy. So from here on out, this is the process that I'm going to be doing. Now, like I said, I pretty much did the same thing on the bottom part of the house under the roof there. But because it was a little bit harder to get to. But this is essentially, again, what I did on the side. And I took it on a, overlapped it like an 1/8 of an inch, or probably 1/16 of an inch. And I just put it on there. And I pretty much just lined it up with the pieces on the side. So, again, when I did on the back, my guide, I was like, wherever I put, you know, stopped it here, this was, I kind of like guide, you know, went around. So I lined it up right from this piece on the back, right here where I started at, I just lined the pieces up on the side right here to this piece, if y'all get what I'm saying. I'm going to explain that right. So, oh, that's not overlapped. Okay, so the next piece, again, I'm just going to line it up with this piece on this side. This is not lined up. How is that? Okay, right here. I didn't come down far enough. I need more glue. Let's see, right here. I'm gonna need more glue. This is gonna dry before I get it done. This side done. Okay. I'm gonna line it up right here. And some of them are a little bit crooked. It's not perfect, but it's drying out. But it'll be pretty much the same all the way around. So let's put that down. I'm lining it up from here because I'm going around. So because I went from the back to the side, now I'm going to line it up with the ones I put on the side. And so you're going to have the same amount of rows all the way around. And I'm just, like I said, I'm lining it up and getting it straight as possible and hold it down a few minutes. And I'm trying to work fast with this before the glue dries. And because I got stuck on that part. Again, I'm just lining it up from this, the ones on the side. this one. And then the last one. And again, it's going to be flush with the top of the window. This is like straight across. And that's how I do that. See that? Like I said, you don't have to worry about it being lined up because it's going to be covered up anyway. And now, then I just go to the middle. And again, I know it sticks up. Well, because I already got one down, so I'm going to need 5 more pieces. So I'm going to just take this and I'm going to measure that. I'm going to put it right there. And that matches. So I'm going to need 5 more pieces. And that works. And this piece. So it don't have to be all exact the same way because again, all this is going to be covered up. So I'm going to put through here. Paintbrush. And this is my process. Now, we already know it's 6 in here, so you pretty much don't have to worry about lining this up. Just make sure that you space them out enough so that when you get to the top, the last one is even with the top of the window. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna need one more. I didn't count that right. Oh, that's not long enough. Let's get this piece. And here. Well, I kind of dried out. So if you work kind of fast with this, then you won't have to worry about putting more glue down. And then this last one will be flush with the top of the window. And some of these are not straight. They're not evenly spaced, and I'm mad about that because I was in a hurry. But that. And because some of these are too long, because we don't want it to go too far off, because when we don't want it to go past the window, because I don't want that showing through my vellum on my window. So I'm just gonna cut these back just a teeny bit. Easy fix. So you're gonna put that on there. We cover that. See, it's gonna cover that. Now see, if they're too long, you'll see that it shows through the vellum. So that's why you don't want them to go out too far. You don't want to go past the window. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. So again, I'm going to finish the front of the house and then the side of the house. Then again, I'll be back and we're going to start on the second part. Or another part. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back with the house. And I guess I probably should get to that in a minute. But I'm finished with putting the siding on the house all the way around. Looks pretty neat. It's not perfect. Some of it's straight. It's not spaced or evenly either. But it'll do. Okay, so what I told you wrong, guys, on one part with lining it up when you get to right here on the side, when you're lining it, putting the siding on, when you get to the flush of the window, don't do that. because it won't add up that way. If you're going by the size of the house, it'll go probably like an eighth of an inch past the window, and that's supposed to do that because then when you put the next row, when you put this right across it, I would start at the top of the window, it'll cover that, overlap it like it's supposed to, and then it'll clear the window. So yeah, if it's going past the window when you're going up, it's not, these pieces are not supposed to be flush with the top of the window. Just the pieces that go over the window. Okay. Alright, so I'm done with the siding of the house, and now I'm going to do the roof. Okay, the top of the box. Okay, now I guess I probably should have showed you how I did this, but I pretty much first with the front, I just laid it down on a piece of my cardstock, and then I used my X-Acto knife, and I just like scratched them lines in, then I cut them out, and I got these pieces, did a little measuring, you know, sticking it in there, and with a pencil and marking it off and everything. So I do that. I'm not going to do the siding on the top part of the house because that was just getting on my nerves. And then these are really, really small parts. And then I got to do angles and stuff like that. So I'm not going to do it on the roof. Besides, another thing with doing it on the roof, because I'm not going to be able to cover it like I'm on the sides of the house, it's going to have to be straight. And that's just going to be tedious work. So I just went ahead and cut pieces that I'm just going to stick in there. So I don't know why these are different. These are not they're the same pieces. They're a little bit off. But these are for the front and the for the size of the I guess they are right. I guess they are. But I don't know why when I was measured it didn't seem like they're the same. But anyway, so I just got a piece of paper on the sides and like the corner of the, like this, so I cut that off. I just stuck that in there, and then I just took a pencil and measured here to cut it off, and then went from there. Just, you know, eyeball it with measuring. Okay, so before I put the siding on, the color on these two, all these gables and everything, I'm going to do some more painting, because again, I don't want any of the brown to show. Now, somehow, I put my cup of liquid behind me. I was cleaning my brush in, and somehow I got knocked over. And it was behind me. And nobody else is in here but me, so I think I got a Hank in my shed. He's making a mess. Just got to start cleaning it up. And when I mean Hank, I mean Ghost. Just in case some of y'all don't know that. So, with my paintbrush, because I thought I put my paintbrush in the paint. I think that's probably what happened. I put the paintbrush in it, it's probably fell over. I don't know. And I think I'm ruining this brush because I didn't put in enough time before the glue dried. But I'm going to show y'all real quick the stuff that I use to put in the spray bottle. Put this back behind me, don't knock it over again. I didn't really get on anything back there, but I'm going to stay back here on the floor. Okay, so I need to put some more stuff in this bottle. I'm going to eyeball it because I don't have measure cup. This is my spray bottle that I clean up with. And again, because I don't have running water out here, what I do, I just keep a bottle of water out here when I just clean my paintbrushes and whatever. And this is the stuff that I was telling you about that I got, that one of my friends gave me from Dollar Tree. She gave me this. It's called LA's Totally Awesome All-Purpose Concentrated Cleaner, Degreaser, Spot Remover, yada yada yada. And so I've had this forever and I'm just not using it. So anyway, I do 1 part water, 1 part this stuff as a cleaner for out here. And I'm just going to eyeball it. And that's how I measured it, but it's not really got to be exact. I just don't use it full strength. Put some more. And it doesn't smell bad. At least it doesn't to me. I don't know if you guys ever use it, but again, it's at Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to fill the rest of it with water. And sometimes, like when I'm cleaning, ooh, why is that nasty? Just water in there. Sometimes when I'm cleaning out here, I just my spray water, I clean my desk up or whatever. And like when I'm using the little thing of, a little cup of paint over here, this is what I pour it. I just pour a little bit. I just take the lid off and pour it in there. So this is what I use to clean up out here, guys. Okay. Alright, so my brush isn't too bad. Okay, so cleaning it off. And this is just a baby wipe. Just set that back over there out of the way. I set over there for it wouldn't get knocked over, and it got knocked over anyway. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to use my gray paint. No, my white paint, because I want it white under here. But then this is going to be gray because I'm going to be painting the roof. So I'm going to get my white paint, and I'm going to just like under here, I want it white. But then the only part that's going to be gray is the roof. So I'm going to just paint, and I usually put a couple coats of this because this and I don't care if I get it on some of the thing. I just want it under here. Let's pour some in the bottom. And I'm just going to, if I hear that noise, that's my heater kicking on. Yes, it's now cold enough for a heater. I'm a cold nature person, so I had to snatch down my heater from the loft up there a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago. Before it was burning up hot outside, now it's cold. So I don't know what's going on with Mother Nature, but she's, I call her bipolar. She just ain't getting her act together. I know the climate changing, but I'm still blaming Mother Nature for it. Okay, so I'm just going to go all the way around. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and paint in here too. Paint this all the way around. Because again, I don't want any of the brown showing. And I'm getting this all over my desk. All over my, well, that's why I got it covered down. I have a couple of these. It's just that paper that I've covered with clear contact paper, and so I can clean it off. And I got a couple of them. I might just need one coat. I'm gonna paint under here too. And like I said, I just poured paint into the lid. Last time I poured on a piece of paper. I don't know why I did that. I normally don't paint like that. So, and I'm gonna let this dry. I'm going around pretty quick, so it might take 2 coats. Then I don't think I'm going to worry about too much of the inside of the brown. That's going to be fine. I just don't want the pieces that could possibly show on the outside. The only part I'm going to cover on the inside is the walls on the bottom part. I'm doing long streaks because I don't want any streaks when it dries. So. Still getting it on my house. Man, thing. going to go ahead and let this dry. I'm going to go ahead and do the edges in gray because I don't want to take any chances on getting any gray on the yellow on the cardstock that I'm going to cover this with. You know what? One coat might do it. It's going to be seen, or not going to be shown that much. I mean, you'll probably see it, but not a lot. Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to set that like that. Pour this white paint back in here. I've had this bottle of paint forever. Okay, clean my paintbrush. I have two heat guns, guys, and the one that I used to use, it's in the house in my little craft area that's in my husband's man cave, his little room in the house where it used to be my old craft room. And I got another one out here that I haven't opened yet that I got from Michael's a while back. It was on clearance. So I have two heat guns, but the one out here that I decided to leave out here, it's not even open yet. It was hanging off of there. Okay. Now my messy hands. That much. Okay, get the gray paint. And again, I'm just going to scrape the edges with the gray paint. And I'm going to go ahead and paint in the cracks and crevices when I'm going to cover the roof. Because I don't want any of the brown showing. And I'm going to go ahead and paint the chimney. I forgot that wasn't dry. And no, it's not dry. So I'm just going to take my finger, wipe it off, make sure it's dry. Okay. Now I'm just going to take my spray paint and carefully paint the edge gray. Now, I'm not, I'm just showing you how I do this and give you guys some ideas if you want to do all this tedious work. If you want to do more detail again and make it look more like a dollhouse than what you normally see. So this is pretty much, it's not a tutorial, like I said, it's a craft with me video, and I'm just showing you how I alter these houses, give you some ideas on how to do certain things when you want a certain look. So I'm just going to do one coat. Hopefully one coat will be enough. It's not going to be all that visible anyway because I'm going to be covering it with the gray cardstock. Make sure again that's dry. And just going on the edge. Oh, okay. So this is going to be, like I said, it's going to be decorated in Christmas. Once I get the house part look you know, finished. And then with the 11.5 inch house, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be just a regular house. I'm not gonna decorate any kind of theme or anything. It's just gonna be uh, a house. And did I get all of it? Oh, that was quick. Okay. Now I'm going to get in the cracks here, because like I said, when I start covering this, I don't want any of the brown showing, because I'm not, of course, I'm not going to be folding and all that. I'm just going to be, I might be cutting. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. When I did the Halloween house, I didn't really do a lot of folding into the, you know, the top part over the top and into the cracks or these creases right here and stuff. So just in case, I'm going to go ahead and cover this just in case I don't do that. You know, covered the whole thing. And if I cover the whole thing where this is folded and over and all this stuff, then, you know, no big deal. Just don't want any of the brown showing. And most of the guys do what I just put the lid back on, shake it up, open it back up, and then let's paint back in the lid. Okay. So now I'll paint the top of this, just in case I don't go over the edge, which I probably will with this, but again, I'm not. Okay, now I'm going to paint the chimney. Yeah, it's going to be distressed, and so it's going to have dimension and all that. Right now, I'm just going to paint it all gray. Get down past here a bit, so. Get all those little cracks and crevices of the bricks on the chimney. I'm just scrubbing the paint in there, make sure I'm covering everything. Need some more paint. I'm just going to start painting from the bottom now, because I'm not going to need that much more. Like I say, I'm scrubbing it into the little cracks and crevices. Make sure all the brown, the craft part, the craft brown paper or whatever you want to call it, is covered. I'm going to turn it upside down, make sure I'm getting under. Top, and that is that. Let's try a little bit, make sure I didn't skip any. Make sure you get bumpers, all in them cracks or folds, or what do you want to call them. Scrub it in there. And it's all covered. Make sure I didn't get any gray on my white. And got all of my. Okay. I think I see some white showing through over here. And some brown. Double check it now that it's dry. I rather the white to show than the brown. Just again scrubbing it in. I think I got it all. And that is that for today, guys. Next, when I come back, I might be finishing this up. I don't know how many more parts this is going to be. Oh, wait a minute. No. First, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I'm going to this part, put the these pieces in. And I marked these. I labeled these as left and right. So this is the left. And this is the right piece. And then this is the left and right over here. So basically all I'm going to do first is I'm going to get, because it's the little areas right here, I'm going to get some of these strips that I have left. I cut a piece. I'm going to get some of these strips because there's going to be some pieces I'm going to need to cover first. Okay, like this right in here, under there. I'm just going to cut a piece and put it in there. And I'm going to glue that in there. Let's make sure that it comes down enough to cover it. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to, and this, I had these come down slightly below this bridge right here because I don't want, I wanted to come slightly over the house when I put the lid back onto the house. And I'm just going to get some glue. I probably should be putting it on the piece I'm going to be putting on here. Let me clean my brush. Instead of on the house itself, but it'll be okay. I hope that don't fall over again. Clean my brush. I need another baby wipe. Yeah, we're going to just cover it real good. It's a thin coat. And I'm just going to stick that in there. And get my bone folder. It kind of goes up in there. I'm going to smooth that out. That's what, guys. I was supposed to put this piece on first. Let's lift it up. Put this piece in here first. Stick that right in there. Hold it down for a few seconds. And I'm going to put some glue under there. Move that out to the edge and hold that down. Now my hands are messy, so I'm trying not to smear the mess that's on my hands onto my white cards, on my light cardstock. I'm gonna cut this down. This is gonna be cover 2. Probably cut that up too hard. Cover 2 once I the same way I'm gonna do the bottom part of the house. Why isn't that not even? I didn't put it in there right. Oh well. I had to cut it. I don't mess with it. I don't want to mess it up. But it needs to be glued down somewhere. Okay. I'm going to put See, I got glue on there. What's going to be covered up? I'm going to put a window there. So we're going to get paint here. I mean glue. I'm going to come all the way down to the edge. And get in there. This is my right piece. I'm going to stick that in there. My bone folder. I'm going to scrub that down a little bit. I don't know, I might try to cut that off because I want that even. I need to cut this off partially. Now I'm going to get my paintbrush under there. So, because it's still painted, I'm just going to bring it out. I'll do the same thing here. So it's paint on the brush. I'm just going to pull it out and hold it down. Okay. And that's the front house. There's going to be 2 windows there, guys. I made them on my Cricut. I just ain't cut them out yet. And they're going to be like, they're round though. They're going to have panes, you know, triangle panes in them. Just like the windows for the bottom part of the house. Alright, now, first we're going to put a couple pieces across the back. I'm not going to cut another piece because I got enough strips here. And I mean, you know, it's not going to be seen against the back of the house. But I'm going to do this part like this. I got white on there. Oh well. And I'm going to, got glue on there. I'm going to put a piece halfway across there. There. I'm going to get my bowl folder to push it in there and making sure it's above the ridge. I kind of wanted it below, but I changed my mind. So I'm just going to make sure that's in there real good. I'm going to come on around. Well, you know what? I'm not going to need to do it, so I'm doing this. So I can just cut it off right here. I was going to have it folded around, but I don't need that. So now I'm going to put some more glue in here and put another piece. I'm going to overlap this and put another piece down this side. Another strip. Overlap it a little bit. And cut it down. The bone folder. This thing good and straight. And varnish that down. And that's all you're going to see on the back. And I got some white paint on my gray. I'm going to have to do some touch up on the painting when I get done. It's got to be on small paintbrush because I don't want it to mess up. See, I see that. Okay. Now I'm going to put the ones on the side. And I've got them marked left and right. So this is the right side. Put some glue in here. I'm going to stick that in there. Folder. Burst that down. I kind of took my scissors and rounded out off the top in there too. I see it's just kind of overlapping that little ridge there, and I wanted that all the way around, but it don't even look right on the front because I forgot to put that part in there. I didn't measure it properly before I actually put it in there. Alright, so now my left piece. See, I rounded off the corner. I just did that with scissors. So right piece, left piece rather, left piece. And I'm going to get paintbrush and smooth the paint. And the reason, because I want it down. I don't want the glue to be bubbling up through, you know, to see it on the paper. So that's why I'm brushing out, spreading out the glue evenly. And I got my paint on it. Again, that's where the window's gonna be covered. And this side, dang it, doesn't come over the ridge. There's a window gonna be there, so it's gonna be covered up anyway. Again, I'm going to burnish this down, and I didn't quite get all the white in there. There's some brown showing. I had to carefully touch that up with some paint, a smaller paintbrush. Again, guys, this is as I go though. So as I'm going along, I'm learning what to do and what not to do on the next house. So this is kind of like a learning experience for you guys too. So that's why I'm not really trying to be perfect on this one, because this is the first house. Okay, so that's what that's gonna look like. Okay, next when I come back, we're gonna finish the roof. We'll probably just finish it up. Put all the windows on. Put the shingles on. Probably do some. Might get some green felt. Put down here for grass. I'm gonna dress it up. It's probably. I'm thinking it's probably be at least 2 more parts to this. But this is the 3rd part, and I hope y'all enjoying this. I'm actually, like I said, before when I started working on this today, and I said that I'm getting kind of sick of it, but once I start working on it, then it's like, it gets to be fun, because I like to make up things as I go. I mean, it's okay, you know, when you're going by following a tutorial or something like that, but I like being creative when I'm making up stuff as I go. So this is kind of out really freaking awesome. So I'm going to put the lid on here. I think everything's dry. And I got gray on my darn. Where did the gray come from on there? Okay. Alright, so this is what it's look like. And you know what, guys? I just want y'all to see what it's going to look like with the windows on. Let me put some windows on here. And y'all can see. Let me get the top back on. I'm going to put lay some windows on here. I want y'all to see what it's going to look like with the siding and everything. It's going to be cool. So here's the door. Let me stand up. There's the door. There's a window. Another window. Door's crooked. A window here. That. And a window here. Now, isn't that neat, guys? Oh, my leg come off. Isn't that neat? Isn't it neat, neat? It almost looks like a real house. I'm kind of upset that I didn't get my my siding straight, but oh well. It would have been okay if it was a haunted house and then, you know, it's all dilapidated and the siding was coming off, but that's not the case with this house. But like I said, trial and error, guys, trial and error. I knew to get them straight in first, but I've been in a hurry. So this is what it looks like, guys. Like I said, next time we come back, we're going to finish the room. We're going to finish the outside of it. And then probably the inside, I'm going to go ahead and pick out some papers. I'm going to put on the inside of the window, the walls on the inside. And then I think the last part was going to be actually decorating it in Christmas. And putting down the some decorations on the base. Alright, guys. Thank y'all for watching. And y'all have a crafty day. Bye.